It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the build, and I'll be giving your UFC Ohio Columbus full card predictions. Really dope card. But also, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the video. Also, you could follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All those links will be down below in the description box. But yeah, let's get to it. And let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing, y'all. I'm really close to almost 700, so let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. But sneaky good card. I might not be able to watch all of this. I know I got a bit of a meeting at 4, but it's only for an hour, so I'll try to maybe finesse watching some fights. But if I don't do a recap, that's probably why I wasn't able to catch all the fights. I'm one of those weird guys where I have to watch all the fights and then I don't want to recap. I remember one of my homies was telling me that, bro, if you miss one fight, what the fuck, just check out the highlights or something. But I hate doing that. I hate it because I feel like it's not a true genuine recap. But I mean, this is a good card, man. I really like it. Some decent fights. But yeah, let's get to it. The curtain jerker of the night, Askar versus Deniz Tulin, man. Decent fight here, man. Deniz Tulin has a lot of tools. He's a tall guy, lengthy. I don't know what his reach is because they're not telling me on Tapology. Fucking awesome website, but sometimes they do this bullshit. No disrespect. I love you, Tap. I love you. But yeah, I mean, Tulin is, he has power, decent striking, but I mean, he lost to Ikram Askarov. If you know Ikram, that's the guy that taught Mr. Bumzat Chimaev how to wrestle. All jokes. But I mean, Kazirov, I've seen his name a lot. Obviously I've done a few, actually. I think at least I know he was supposed to fight Daukaus. I remember that, and I remember doing a bit of a tape study on him. And yeah, I was impressed with what I saw, but I actually thought Kyle was gonna beat him. I don't know if I stand by that sometimes, and I when I think about the Brendan Allen fight, but I mean, Kazirov is. I do kind of feel like he's small for 185, weirdly, but he has good wrestling, and he goes for submissions, and obviously Deniz has shown an ability to get submitted. So I'm taking Kazir by first round submission here, maybe second, but yeah, I'm taking maybe ground and pound, but I'm taking. And the thing about Kazir, he hasn't fought in a year and 5 months, so it's been a minute since he's fought, so it's a bit of a long layoff. And I think and same thing for Deniz, he hasn't fought in 11 months, so big fight for both guys. Next fight, Mana Farhat versus Jennifer Maia. Jennifer Maia is trying to get back on that winning track, and Farhat is obviously going crazy on this bit of a hype train. I was when I first saw this, I was leaning towards Jennifer Maia. Actually, I've noticed Jennifer has this trend of win loss. Look at her last 5. Right now she's currently 2-3, but still win loss or loss win loss. Some more or less like that, right? I did pick Katlyn Chookagian to beat her, but I was kind of iffy on that. I was 50-50. I almost picked Jennifer Maia to beat Chookagian, but I took Chookagian there. I don't know. I felt like Jennifer lost to Jessica Ai too. I don't know if I'm the only one that felt like that, but I did feel like she lost that fight. Farhat, I don't know enough about her takedown defense from her last fight. I know she did defend, Bueno Silva, my bad. I don't know if she's at the caliber of grappler as Maia, but she did show some technique there. I'm going to take Farhat by decision here. I could switch, but I hate switching. Like just 2 weeks ago, right? JJ Aldrich. I picked JJ Aldrich, and then I end up switching to Jillian Robertson. I literally wanted to slap myself in the face for that. And the biggest reason I switched was because no disrespect to anyone, but I mean, I was listening to a lot of smart cappers, and they kind of almost convinced me to go the other way, and I was like, maybe they're right. Sometimes you just gotta stick with your guns. That's how I am. You live and you die by your picks. That's how I am gonna be. I hate switching. It doesn't ever work. It doesn't work for me. That's me. I know there's some guys that I switched and it ended up working for me, but it's just for me. I think I'm just cursed. I'm cursed when I switch. But yeah, I'm taking Farhat by decision here. Next fight, really good fight. Danaa Batgerel versus Chris Gutierrez. I mean, Danaa Batgerel, man, he's proving me wrong in his last few. I picked Nivitad to beat him. I picked Davis to beat him, and he's really performed well. Chris Gutierrez is actually has a really good record and is on a bit of a win streak here. He does have that draw with Cody Durden, but I mean, he almost killed Cody Durden. If people remember that fight, but obviously Durden had his back for like a whole round, so it kind of saved him, gave him a draw. But his last wins were Andre Ewell and then Felipe Corrales, and I felt like the Corrales fight was a little too close, and I'm actually taking Batgerel by third round TKO. I think he's gonna have some problems with the leg kicks, but I think the leg kicks might be Chris Gutierrez's undoing. I feel like I just have a weird feeling because I notice when he's fading, he starts to throw naked leg kicks and he doesn't set him up. And obviously, when you throw a naked leg kick, you're gonna eat a straight right down the middle, or just a straight cross. Doesn't matter if it's coming from your left hand or your right, but you're gonna eat it right down the middle, and you're gonna get hurt. I remember famous one, my boy Corey Anderson when he fought fucking Jan Blachowicz. Now, it wasn't a straight right or a cross. It was more like an overhand, and he caught him with it, like almost like a rear hook. In that, I have to rewatch the KO, but I probably won't. But yeah, that's how we caught him. And Corey threw that naked leg kick, and he got caught. So I kind of see that happening in the third round. I'm taking Danaa Batgerel by third round TKO. Next fight. Luis Saldaña, man, I do not know how you're in the UFC. No disrespect, versus Bruno Souza, another guy that probably they could have waited on and putting into UFC, but he's actually a decent fighter. He has a win over Kirk, I'm pretty sure, right? I think he has a win over. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he has a win over Kirk. He actually did really well against Molesky Gunn. I thought he actually performed really well. Luis Saldaña, I've never been impressed with him. The Jordan Griffin fight was a complete robbery. I feel bad for Griffin. And my guy Austin Lingo taught him a lesson. I think Bruno Souza is going to get the decision victory here. I was thinking about going by sub, but I think he'll get takedowns here. Saldaña, he's a Muay Thai striker with no power. He gives up takedowns for free. Like, he gives them up like they're candy. And yeah, I think Souza's going to get the decision here. Probably 29-28. But Saldaña is nothing special. Nothing to write home about. It's lucky man. Banger of the night, my guy Borshchev versus Marc Diakiese. I am completely heartbroken here. Now, I know some people think I hate Diakiese because of the Rafael Alves fight, but when I saw him training with Khamzat Chimaev, I was like, oh, he's losing that fight against Alves, and we saw what happened. I don't know who he's training with now. I probably have to go check his Instagram or something like that, but I think he's probably he probably switched camps. But here's the thing, what has me torn about this. I actually think Diakiese can strike with him. I think Rafael Alves is a great fighter. He's my guy. That's my guy. I'm a Rafael Alves fan. Borshchev is a really good striker, but I don't know if he's a great MMA fighter. I just don't know. Or I shouldn't say Rafael Alves is a great MMA. He's a good MMA fighter. I think he's a really good fighter. I don't know if Borshchev is a good MMA fighter. He has really good boxing, really good Muay Thai and kickboxing. His grappling sucks, if I'm being honest. So, no disrespect. Marc Diakiese has made fucking leaps and bounds in his grappling. I actually think I like Borshchev, so I'm a little biased here. But if I'm giving anyone like any tips to bet, I think if Marc Diakiese comes in with a smart game plan, he will wrestle. He'll wrestle in moments. He won't just wrestle. Like, just right when the bell starts, just dive for the legs, right? I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's going to set it up. Like the Lando Venata fight. He set up those takedowns. He caught body kicks and took him down, right? Got top control and made sure to win most of the striking exchanges. I think Diakiese, he is the longer fighter here, 73-inch reach versus 69, right? He's going to know how to use his range well. He got caught with a beautiful jab by Alves, and that's kind of what led to the end of that fight. But if he's just defensively smart, and if he fights a really smart game plan, he can win this fight. But I am a big Borshchev Marc. That's my guy. I think him. I forgot the other guy from Alpha Male. I forgot his name. He's the 170-pounder that's fighting Mickey Gall. I forgot his name. But those two guys, I think these two guys are the future of Alpha Male. I think those guys are going to kill it for their gym. Or, Song is there too. No disrespect. But I think Borshchev has so much potential. think Marc Diakiese can really win this fight, but I'm going to be taking Borshchev by second round TKO. I've seen Marc quit. When things get tough, he quits. Borshchev isn't that kind of guy. He's not a quitter. I shouldn't say Diakiese is a quitter, but when things get tough, Diakiese folds. When things get tough for Borshchev, I feel like he still fights through adversity. He's very young in his MMA career, and I think Diakiese could expose him here, but I'm taking Borshchev by a second round TKO. I think the first round's going to be interesting, but I think Borshchev breaks him in that second round. So yes, Sirski. Next fight, Neil Magny versus Max Griffin. Gotta go with Kiesa's son here, Mr. Neil Magny, the Haitian sensation. My guy Magny, I told the whole world. I'll never forget when him and Jeff Neal were scheduled. Now I think it was 2 years ago. It was on that Anthony Smith Rakic card, and I told everybody that Magny was gonna fucking whoop Jeff Neal. Now they never ended up fighting. I think Jeff got injured, then he fought fucking Wonder Boy, and then in his return fight, he was gonna fight Magny, who's coming off a loss to Kiesa. And I remember, easy work for Jeff Neal, this and that, and fucking Magny taught that boy a lesson about the jab, baby. He put it on him. I know some people might be like, whatever, it wasn't that good of a performance, but I was ecstatic. Max Griffin is on a really good win streak. I have picked against him in a lot of his fights. He has proven me wrong, so respect to him. But I just think the reach, the cardio, the work ethic, I think Max has either outworked guys or he's knocked them out, right? And I just do not think he's going to outwork Magny here. I know they both beat Carlos Condit, but Magny's beat a different level of competition. And Magny's on a different level. He's just on a different level than this guy. Magny's a former top 5 welterweight. People forget that. He was in the top 5. He's a workhorse, cardio king. I got Magny. Yeah, another W for elevation. And, he's 34 last year in his prime. I think this is his last run that he's going to make. So I'm gonna be taking Neil Magny here by decision. Next fight, David Dvořák, The Undertaker versus Matheus Nicolau. The king is back. My guy Dvořák is back. Matheus Nicolau has been on a bit of a good little win streak, 4-fight win streak, a little cute win streak, right? Beat Minoke, beat Tim Elliott. But it ends right now. My boy from the Czech Republic, the real king of the Czech Republic, not that fucking samurai. David Dvořák is going to kill it here. I think David has the better boxing. I think has the longer arms, obviously, 2-inch reach advantage. He can defend the takedowns if need be. And, I think he has smart fight IQ, unlike Tim Elliott, sadly. And I think David Dvořák wins a 29-28 decision here and ends this Matheus Nicolau little hype train. Well, I wouldn't call it hype train, just this little, unnecessary win streak he's on. I don't know how he's doing this, but he's doing it. He's doing it, but it is what it is. Respect to the guy. I give him his respect. But it is what it is. Next fight, Sara McMann versus Karol Rosa. It was weird. I was leaning towards McMann for some odd reason. I don't know why. And then I was like, dummy, this is Karol Rosa. She's going to whoop on her. And I think McMahon's 41, right? Yeah, she's 41. She was a good wrestler in her day. She still is a good wrestler, but she makes the same dumb, fucking almost Michael Chiesa is my guy, but she makes those Michael Chiesa mistakes. She's always finding a way to get submitted, which is I don't get it, But I just think she'll defend the submission attempts better in this fight, but I think the younger Lion and Karol Rosa is going to win the fight, I think in the stand-up and in the grappling if need be. It's a good fight. It's a good fight for Rosa. McMann hasn't fought since the Juliana Pena fight, which isn't a bad loss, who is the current champ a year and a month ago, so she hasn't fought in a minute, but I got to take Karol Rosa here by decision. I think she's going to win the fight. Next up, Ilir Latifi, my boy Ed's favorite fighter versus Aleksei Oleinik. There was a part of me that wanted to troll Ed and pick Oleinik by sub. That would be hilarious if he subbed him. I would fucking torture Ed all night. But Latifi's the man. I think Latifi's actually going to get a first-round TKO. Ground and pound. He still has a lot left in the tank. I know. He's been through some wars, but He is 38, but he's going up to heavyweight, so it's not a bad age for him. Oleinik's 44. That's horrible. He has a bunch of experience, but so does a Latifi. And not as much, but still, he has a lot of fights. And I just think Latifi's just going to out-wrestle him, going to outwork him, has more power, more aggressive, more testosterone. Oleinik is an old man. His last 3 fights, this is it. It's going to be bye-bye. He's done. He should retire after this. I got to take Latifi by first round ground and pound TKO. I think he's just going to take him down and smash him. I think he's going to smash him, y'all. So hope you're happy, Ed. But next fight, Matt Brown versus Bryan Barberena, man. Bryan Barberena is not who he used to be. He had that great fight with Vicente Luque, and that kind of wrote off his career. But what I saw against Deron Weeks, I felt like Deron won that fight, or I'll just call him Weeks. I feel like I'm mispronouncing his first name, but I thought Weeks won that fight. I thought the takedowns that he got won him that fight. Matt Brown, he's also old. He's older, but I just do not feel like he's lost something. I don't know why, but I just feel like Barberena's lost something. He's lost a step. Losing to Jason Witt was just a horrible look for him. I don't think Matt loses to Jason Witt. And after what he did to Diego Lima, just literally killing him, and they're ending his career, actually, which is crazy. I was going to say hilarious. He has the reach advantage here. I got to take Matt Brown by decision. I could see a TKO finish here, but I think Barberena's tough enough to go the distance. But Bam Bam, respect to the kid. He'll be known as the guy that beat Sage Northcutt. But besides that, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. He had a good career. He's crazy. He's washed at 32. That's nuts. He's 32 years old and he's washed already. I don't know what to say. No disrespect. I always keep saying that after the disrespect. Next fight, the people's main event, Askarov versus Kara-France. I do have a breakdown on this coming out on, I think, Tuesday. It's a great fight. I got to go with Askarov. Kara-France has done his thing. Respect to him. But it ends, my boy Cody, he needs some payback after what Kai did to him. I think Askarov can get it done. I think by decision, he's the better wrestler. I think he can compete with him in the stand-up. He's good enough boxing. Maybe the kicks might give him a problem, but besides that, Kai throws one wrong body kick, he's on his fucking ass after a takedown. So Askarov, I think is the play here. I wouldn't say he's the lock of the night, but because it is Kara-France, it is I would say a number one contender fight. Both guys are really good. Both guys can win, but Askar's just the side here. Would I add him as a parlay? I don't know if I would add him as. I would probably add him as a parlay piece. Maybe do a little Dagestani parlay piece with him and Kazirov. My bad, not Dagestani. Little Cliff Dweller parlay piece. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy Star Wars. Bro, when my guy Star Wars Khalil told me that fucking word Cliff Dweller, I've been spamming that shit forever, bro. I've been saying that shit all the time. Cliff Dweller clan. I'm on y'all ass, bro. I'm on y'all. It's a wrap, y'all. Y'all time is done. But I fuck with Askarov. He's dope. He's funny, man. Askarov is funny, bro. Askarov's a funny dude, man. On Twitter, he's fucking hilarious. But next fight, Joanne Wood versus Aleksei Grasso. I don't know what to say about this. I really do feel bad for JoJo because I feel like she's done. But I don't know why I feel like she's done. If she got knocked out right in her last fight, but besides that, she could win fights, right? And this could be a fight for her to win. She did beat Jessica I, which fucking irritates my soul to this day that I even picked Jessica in that fight. But Aleksei Grasso, she's younger. In my humble opinion, she's better in the feet and she's comparable enough on the stand up. I think the only place where Joanne would have a little advantage is maybe the kicking area. But I'm going to take Grasso by decision here. There's a part of me that says I should go JoJo, but I don't know. I feel like I'm going to go with the girl that didn't get flatlined. That's what it comes down to. Just seeing JoJo get flatlined like that, it was just a bad look overall. But yeah, I'm going to be taking a Grasso by decision. And in the main event, I do have a breakdown on this. Curtis Razor Blaydes versus Chris Daukaus. The Cop versus the Razor Blade. Big fight for Chris Daukaus. He gets a second opportunity at a top 5 fighter. So there is a chance he could knock out Curtis Blaydes. It's kind of a win-win situation. I'm going to be picking Curtis Blaydes. I'm kind of rooting for him, but I don't have no problem laughing at him if he gets knocked out again. Because I already know if this kid wins another fight, it's gonna get to his head. I'll never forget, because it's like people forget. They're like people were like, man, it really got to his head before the Derek Lewis fight. I'm like, and like people were like wondering like, man, when did it start? Like, you go watch him before the Francis Ngannou fight, the second one. It got to his head before that. When he beat Marc Hunt over him, the man thought he was a god. Now I like the kid; he's a good kid. He's not a bad kid, but. And he got these little Instagram fingers. Now, I wouldn't even call them Twitter fingers. He got them Instagram fingers, you know? And he talks a lot of mess on there. I remember one time he said something stupid. And I'm going to be honest, I know I've probably said this enough. That's why my guy Derek Lewis got it done. I ended up picking him there, and I knew he was going to humble this kid. But I like the kid, though. I really do, and I want to see him win. Like I felt really bad for him after that fucking dude prank called him. So I am kind of rooting for Curtis Blaydes, kinda, but at the same time, if he starts to open up his mouth, I wouldn't have a problem if a guy like Chris Daukaus fucking dented his goddamn jaw again. But I don't see that happening. I think Blaydes should get the takedowns here, and I see a 4th round ground and pound. I think Blaydes is gonna work his way up. I hope I can see some improvements from Blaydes. I hope I see an enhanced Curtis Blaydes coming up here. But yeah. Nothing special about the main event, but I think it should be an enjoyable card. I think you guys should watch it. Some really, really good plays here you can make on the card. And go get that cash. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's your boy Eben. I'm out of here. Also, I'll say it again like I did in the beginning of the video. Subscribe, like, comment, and share the video. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing. Also, follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter. All those links will be down below in the description box. Love y'all and goodbye. I gotta go to sleep.